Hey everybody, welcome to another video. It's your Catch as always, and this time I'm doing a little bit of a throwback here. That's right, we are playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 today. Me and my brother used to play this game when it was first out for hours and hours, especially during the summer. We didn't have school, so we would, do stuff outside for a little bit and then come inside and just play this the rest of the day. Unfortunately, obviously it doesn't have the best graphics, but hopefully you guys can handle that and it'll be okay. And I don't really have a big plan for this episode. I just wanted to check it out, kind of go back, have some nostalgia and stuff. But if there's anything that I don't do in this episode that you really want to see in this game with me, please let me know in the comments and I'll be glad to check it out for you. I'm just going to get started though. We're going to build a roller coaster first because, it's Roller Coaster Tycoon. We can't just not build roller coasters, right? But I will let you know right away, I'm not super great at building roller coasters that are good. Usually they're too intense and no one wants to ride them. And I may actually be worse at this now because it's been so long since I've played. I did play some Planet Coaster, and that actually might be a game I go back to on this channel at some point. But even that one I didn't play that much, and it's been kind of a while too. So I'm not really sure what coaster to start with, so I just picked the inverted coaster here. Hopefully that's a good one. I don't really remember. There was some I know that were my favorites, but I just can't recall. Okay, this is Brianna from the future here. I'm just going to do a time-lapse for this roller coaster because I just took way too long doing it and I couldn't decide on how I wanted it to look. So hopefully you enjoyed that and that'll speed it up and then we can, get on with the park. Alright, the coaster is done, and now it's time for my favorite part, getting to ride it to test it out. I didn't think we'd make it there. Oh gosh, I knew that was going to be a weird part. Alright, we made it. What do you guys think? I mean, it's not super great, I already know that, but I thought that was pretty cool. I think I would go on it if it was a real roller coaster. But let's see if we can take a look at its stats and hopefully people will be willing to go on it. Okay, so it's not anything like ultra extreme or anything, so I think it's going to be a good ride. Let's make a queue and find out. Alright, so I also added a food and drink stand for the people and some benches and stuff, but as you can see there are some people in line. Unfortunately, I did forget to add more cars to the track, so I'm gonna have to close the ride so I can add them now, but hopefully they'll come back. I'm thinking next I want to add a pool. People loved pools in this game back in the day. I'm sure they still do because I don't think they changed anything about how the game works. But yeah, they were always so crowded and people just went crazy for them. It's not really exciting to see me build one though, so I'm just going to show you the finished one. Alright, there we have it. I mean, there isn't really a way to make pools super fancy in this game, or at least I'm probably not good enough to do that, but we've got pretty much everything we need. A couple of diving boards, a bunch of chairs, which the chairs did not want to go in the way that I wanted them to face, so some of them are kind of the wrong way, but that's alright. And of course a hot tub, that's always great. So yeah, we're gonna get this opened up. Oh my gosh, you guys. I forgot that these were in the game, and they are so funny to me. I don't know what it is, because obviously it's just a character, it's just a guy in a costume. But I just love it so much. This guy just dancing in a bear suit. I mean, I just feel like that would be a blast of a job to have. Although he pretty much never stops, so that would get pretty tiring, I imagine. Luckily, he's just a computer guy and not somebody real who has to deal with that issue. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to actually playing the game now. Okay, so this one's just a pre-made build. It's not anything exciting. It's called the Space Arcade, but I just wanted to have another ride since we just have one roller coaster and a pool. So obviously people are going to get bored, so I just wanted to have another quick ride so I could have people have something to do. So I was wondering what I might be able to put in the middle of this roller coaster area that's pretty open. And then I remembered that one place, I don't remember where it is, but they have the swing ride like this that's like on a cliff. And so obviously this isn't on a cliff or anything similar, but it's in there and I raised it up so it's kind of like looking over the roller coaster. So I just thought it was kind of cool to do it that way instead of just sitting on the ground. So that's what I'm doing here real quick, and I'm just going to add some lines and have that set up for people. I know that's also not super exciting. I'm going to try to build something new soon, but I just wanted to get some stuff in the park. Alright, it's me from the future in editing again. So now I'm building a water coaster here, and if you thought I struggled with the actual roller coaster, that was nothing compared to this. I mean, in theory it should have been easier because it was a shorter ride and it was pretty simple. I kept it a little bit more compact, but you'll see I struggle with some of the hills and stuff later on. But it turned out to be a pretty cool ride and I do enjoy it, so sit back and relax and watch this little time lapse here. This is gonna be good. I mean, technically we made it, but that hill was so slow, I just don't think I can leave it like that. I'm gonna see if I can fix it real quick. Well, that was actually quite the hassle. I had to basically speed up the boosters like over and over again till it was going fast enough. Because I had to make it over the hill, but I also didn't want it to be like flying all over the place, so I had to kind of balance it. But I figured it out in the end. Now I just gotta make the queue and get everything like set up so that they can actually get to that pool and everything. Alright, and we are open for business. And as you can see in the middle, I also just added a separate pool there, and I made that the dedicated wave pool, and I took out the wave machines from the original pool. I do wish there was a way to designate an exit pool, because obviously I don't want people to get hit by the floaties, but in this game that really doesn't matter, so I guess it's not important. Okay, just a quick update. I built this little ship ride here, just to add something else for people to do that's kind of small and easy to build. People don't think the Space Arcade is exciting enough, so that's also a reason why, because I just wanted more stuff for people that are actually going to be interesting for them. It just wouldn't be a complete playthrough unless I built an animal enclosure. Now, from what I remember, the animals in this game were not very well done. I mean, they're cute and they function well enough, but they weren't super interesting and you couldn't really make things that good for them, you know, and you couldn't do a lot of variety either for their habitats. But as an animal lover, I like having them in the game, so I'm gonna make a tiger habitat real quick, and it's probably not gonna be great, but that's alright. Obviously I have 2 series on my channel already that are about zoos and animals and stuff, so I don't need to have a 3rd one that focuses on that right now, so this is just to be for fun. Also, I'm building it right here next to the roller coaster just because I want to use this space for something. I would never do this in real life, and if I saw a zoo doing it, I would be very, very disappointed and upset at them. Obviously, the roller coaster is going to be very loud, disruptive to the animals, so that is not good, and this is just a game, so they're not going to care. But yeah, in general, it's not a good idea. Honestly, the best part of this pack for this game was just the animal toys and just flinging them around. I don't know if any of you have played this game and done that, but for me that was super entertaining as a kid, and it's still pretty fun now, to be honest. Honestly, you guys, I had a really fun time messing around with this game, and I only built 1 roller coaster, and then I did the water slide as well. I wanted to do at least 2 or 3 roller coasters, so I apologize about that. They just take me a long time and a lot of concentration because I'm not really good at figuring out how to make them seem good, you know. But I did have a lot of fun, so if you want to see me play this game again, I would be happy to do so, and if you have any suggestions for how we can do it better, I'd be glad to hear that in the comments as well. But yeah, thank you so much for coming along on the ride with me and seeing this game again. If it's the first time for you seeing this game, that might be cool too. Let me know in the comments if you've never played this game. I have so many hours logged in this game, and it's just crazy. Anyway guys, that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, as always. And if you want to see more, please consider subscribing, and I will see you later. Bye everyone.